What am I listening to? That is Audius on DFL. So DeFi Land Christmas edition. I'm going to go through a little bit of the updates from the latest patch. I'm also going to have a look at the Christmas event. So you know I've always got the Halloween event. I loved it. This is an entirely new skin thrown over the top. And they've got new events, new things to do. Instead of catching ghosts this time, you've got to catch Santa Claus. It was 666 ghosts in the last special edition, and it was super hard for people to get those numbers, and they didn't get through them. So we see one more mini game. We also see new things in the house. There's new achievements. There's slightly different achievements. And you can go in and have a look at the leaderboard is super important because there's two ways to earn money in DeFi Land at the moment. This is still version 1, so all of the experience points and levels were reset. We were told that. We knew about that. That noise means Santa is there. I want to click on him. Did I get him? I got him. So you see Santa Claus runs past. You can actually hear him in the background. Runs past, and you've got to get him onto the gold part of the achievements, so 78 out of 100. I spent 5 hours on it today, and you're getting a good number of them. Obviously, I'm not getting every single one, but it'll take time if you want to get that gold achievement. So 2 ways to earn in DeFi Land at the moment. One of them is via the teams. So they've introduced a 3-team setup, and you can see prize TBA DFL challenge. So they're going to announce what the prize is. Likely going to be some kind of money towards the trades, potentially, or maybe NFTs. It might be a special Pepe NFT if they win, or a Doge NFT if they win. Of course, Monk are absolutely killing it. So we aren't sure who got where. I joined Monk. You know, I'm part of Grape protocol with the monkeys, so it's I thought I would just jump in that naturally, but I would have gone an underdog. But you can see 0 contribution. So I would imagine if I haven't done any trades on this since the update, but I would imagine if you have a 0, you're probably not going to get anything in that because it's based on being a team. But that's on a month, so they've got new seasons coming into it, and I believe they're going to be 1 monthly season. So they're going to have 12 seasons per year, and then they will likely reset them every season. So we know Audius brought in the radio tower. That's what I had at the start, and I absolutely love it. I've been listening to it a fair chunk, different versions of it. Fishing, you've got to get more fish. You've got to tap your pets a fair bit more now as well. But they've mentioned something about a Lambo harvester. That was talked about as a reward for beta testers, potentially. I'm not sure if this thing is going to be purchasable. But yeah, how that fits into the game, it's just going to be a different type of harvester. I'm guessing and replace one. So it makes you think at the moment in game, you have obviously got the 3 harvesters. So maybe you might be able to get 3 different harvesters. So I think looking at any potential game, I remember Clash of Clans, they had 3 heroes, and every month they do a random hero skin. So that just builds up and builds up. And everybody wants to get those skins. But in a blockchain game, in a game on Solana, you're going to be able to resell those skins. So people that beta tested, I believe the number was under 1,000. I think it was somewhere like 500. But they'll be a limited available skin. So for those that game tested, also there was mention if people have watched the videos, you could actually open the hen house and you could click on this cracked egg. It was this little cracked egg. And if you did that 10 or more times, it actually opens up this chicken. I clicked on it, an absolute bucket load. Never knew what it did. I just clicked on it because I'm like, what does this do? It had +1, +1, +1. So obviously at 10. Remember, they've talked about having different NFTs and them doing different things. And that might be one of them. So that they mentioned how you had a puppy, and if you would pat the puppy and give the puppy attention, it would slowly grow into that dog and maybe eventually give you some kind of a bonus in game. So what I'm waiting for at the moment is the fishing to open up, and I'll show you guys how to do that again. I did have another video recently on that. Basically, you've got to keep your directional arrows in the orange. You want to get a fish that's above 2.5 kilos, and it's pretty easy as long as you keep in the orange. If you want to get a bigger fish, you need to hit that special blue part. So that doesn't matter too much, or like I said, whoa, to get into that orange. I don't mess them up too often, but obviously being on video is a bit different. You see there, 10 experience points. The bigger the fish, the more experience points you get. And that's important because that goes into our second way of earning money in DeFi Land at the moment in V1. And that's through activity. The top 100 players are going to be getting DFL. So they've talked about how potentially you're going to be getting DFL, and you get experience, you get points towards your level from playing the games. Now the way we've got it with all of these extra games, you can almost be playing this thing full on. There's 3 teasers at the moment. The what's the game that's not working? The Space Invaders isn't working at the moment. So there is a way. You don't hit the yellow ones in this, of course, because they'll take 35 points off you, I think it is. Oh, missed him. So normally I'm getting somewhere between 500 and 700 points. I think 740 might be my best there. Put your scores down below if you get some good ones. I reckon the one with the crown's a little bit bugged. I think his body size, just from my experience, I've played a fair chunk today. But left click to shoot, right click to reload, and I'm having fun playing this. Honestly, I think it's a great little system. Now, there was a lot of talk about their tokens in their latest Town Hall. And the tokens, there's a second token talked about, which will be more of a utility token. And you will get those tokens from playing games like that. You might win 1 token or something like that. So what does that mean is going to happen to DFL? What does DFL become? Because we want most games to have 2 tokens. I think that's good. It's an Axie system. So DFL is going to be more of a governance. You're going to use it to purchase NFTs. And the third use is you're going to be using it to build NFTs. So it's a big one. A lot of people are worried about the price of DFL at the moment. It's down around 16 cents. It was up above 40 cents. You know, like it did 80 times. Every coin went down. You know, it shot up from launch, but there's no major utility in that. Does that mean the team's worried about the price? Absolutely not. They want to build. This is what they're here. They're here to put these games out. They're here to do these updates and get people playing the game, because what happens, how do you make the coin worth something? You give it utility. So that's what we're waiting for, and we're waiting for the version 2. We're waiting for the NFT production, all those kinds of things. So let's have a quick look at the leaderboard. You can see I haven't been playing hardcore, and I'm in the top 100 at the moment. People, 46,000. I'm well behind that, of course. I'm at my 2,000 points. So you can see there are other ways to earn, like doing your harvesting, your swaps, and all those kinds of things are super important. I'm guessing the new achievements are going to be a lot of points, and I haven't done them yet. I will work on my achievements. I like to clear them all off. I had them all cleared just before I finished the fishing, just before they reset them. So you see here, these are a little bit different. Plant 5 seeds worth at least 100 USD. Swap at least 100 USD worth of tokens 10 times. That'll be the first level, so I don't know what the second and third level is going to be. Harvest at least 20 USD worth of crops 5 times. So I changed my crops around a little bit. I had some mercurial just in there as a bit of a test. At the moment, I've got I've got Grape with USDC, of course, and I've got some Fract tokens from staking a Fract. I'll put them in today, just have a bit of a play around with that. I've got to have a look at how I'm going to get the USD worth, because I don't want to be doing it 50,000 times. I just want to do it and knock out the achievements. I'm not a big fan of dual token liquidity myself. I prefer to have single tokens. That's just a personal preference. So we know they added in profile pics. You can have NFTs in your wallet, and you can change your profile pic. You know that you can change your name, so obviously the old barndog, and transferring, you can actually click on transfer and transfer to a domain name. We know that's been done since ages before. Other things I actually learned today listening to the video was you can go Alt-F to full screen, or F11, and that takes it off full screen. I never actually knew that until today listening to it. I do think the team should have the podcast in the building, so if you clicked in radio tower, you could open it up. There'd be a special section for town halls. I think that'd be pretty cool, because the town halls are super awesome. But other things to have a look at that were mentioned, actually on the AMA towards the end, Erwin gave everyone that was on 100 DFL. So there are different ways to make money, and that's through being active in the community. Like any game that's out there they're building, they're trying to get people active, busy, and being communicative in the community. You know, we need these beta testers in the games, and we need them keen and excited and actually testing. Don't forget, if you do get any bugs, that there's Santa flying past there. If you do get any bugs, click on your bug report. I did report one today because I was having a bit of trouble. Nope, missed him. Where'd he go? Down south. No, missed him altogether. Let's concentrate on what I'm doing at the moment. So what's next? What's in the next week or two? And coming up in 2021, early one. They're talking about NFT sales. Now, they're going to be unique sales. Staking, single coin staking is going to happen. And the single coin staking is going to be a little bit different than what we have available at the moment on Radium and Francium. And even, where else can we stake it? On Tulip. It's going to be, they're going to have a delay. Like you can either stake anywhere from 7 days to 1 year, much like Bone Feeder, and you're going to get more rewards the longer you stake. They're talking about joining up with Tulip Farms, Orca Farms. I think Saber Farms should be coming as well soon. They're going to be introducing more challenges, more mini games. So, you've already got 3 mini games at the moment. They aren't super immersive, but they're a bit of fun, like it's an old school game. I love the shooting gallery. I've had good fun playing that, and they're quite easy to click on and work. You need 10,000 points for your first one, 25,000 for your second one. I don't know what number 3 is going to be yet. They talk about being bilingual. They're going to have optional languages coming in soon. I think that's big for Web 3.0. We need to be ready for onboarding, not just English natives. Also, there was talk of they are looking to hire good developers. They've got a team of 17 players 17 developers at the moment, but they're not in a rush to hire the wrong staff. They want people that are going to fit well into the team. They are a busy, active team, and they want to make sure they continue to grow and meld in together. NFTs are the weird one that's going to be coming up that for me to understand. I didn't listen to last week's AMA, and it's going to be listed, I believe, on Metaplex. And they're going to have some different system set up this time. It's going to be a unique setup where it's meant to be catering towards the individual player, not the whales. So I actually don't know how they're going to be doing that, but some kind of new variation. They're talking about how the season 1 of the NFTs as well. Now, these will be the created NFTs, are going to have some kinds of either buffs or they're going to be better than future seasons of NFTs. That'll give them a collectability and make people keen to start early and adopt and bring into this game. So you might get a fishing rod that might have a small bonus and give you a chance at pulling in a bigger fish, for example. That was used. There's going to be all kinds of pickup skills brought into the game. And some super important information that's going to be coming up is we'll get the white papers coming out soon. So white papers, tokenomics, bringing out some of this information about the actual game, the system, V2. We don't have a lot of information on paper about V2. So at the moment, it is kind of hard, and you've got to go fractured and go through different AMA sessions and town halls and actually pick up a lot of that information. I think that's the main core part of what happened. So all in all, I think the Christmas event is absolutely amazing. I've had fun. I think chasing after Santa, the pets all make a bit of noise. They've gone to the effort and they're putting these hats on the pets, but they've increased the amount of times you need to click on your pets. I think the reindeers are appearing a little bit bugged. You just saw one running there, but didn't come past me. I've really enjoyed it. I think they've done well. Later on, they're going to be bringing in skins that are going to be purchasable to lay over your farms. And I think there's going to bring in some kind of utility towards being able to utilize outside NFTs more than just using a profile picture. I didn't have any in this wallet because this was a test Soulflare wallet. And I just chucked one in there in my little Nitro Nate from one of my other games. But worth mentioning on that, we're thinking about wallets that you can play at the moment: Phantom, Slope, Soulflare, both web and what do you call it? The little access here, the shortcut, and Solid, obviously web, and then the special access one on the side there. But otherwise, hopefully I've covered out the new things that are coming out. Every week they do these AMAs. I think it is it's 1 a.m. my time. So what would that be? That would be 1 p.m. No, I think it's 3 p.m. UTC on a Friday. So it's 1 a.m. my time. So it's very hard to get it. But they are available on Audius in Discord. So if you go into the general channel in Discord, they'll have a pinned channel. And I believe that they're going to be changing that. But even worth mentioning, I don't mention it often enough, the marketplace now is linked up with Jupiter. So that's Mercurial's Jupiter swap. Gets you in, gets you great swaps. But yeah, hope I felt. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.